Abel Guillen with Legacy FC. I'm here with Miles Johns. All the people, all the Legacy fans out there that follow my articles. If you haven't, just search my name, Abel Guillen, and the Legacy website. Check out Inside the Octagon MMA. Coach Safe spoke of this fighter here, Miles Johns, and so that's about close to 3 years ago. And now you get to see him in the flesh. He'll be fighting Legacy next Friday. He's fighting Eleazar Rodriguez. He's going to be leading out the live AXS TV show. So definitely tune in for this. We've got Miles here. Appreciate your time.
Yeah.
You're 3-0. You did your second fight. We talked a little bit about it. You hurt your hand, but you got the W. How did it like come about, and then how did you just get through that fight?
I remember being in the fight, and I remember when I hit him, I felt it, and I knew something was wrong. But of course, you're in the fight, you can't really do anything about it. You know, it's a twilight zone in there, man. So I just kept fighting. And I go back to the corner, and I told Coach, like, hey, I think I broke my hand, like, something's wrong. He's like, what, so you gonna quit the fight? Yeah. And I was like, well, no. You know, so he's like, okay, then what are you telling me for? You know, and I was like, all right, I guess that's it. You know, so then we just keep fighting, and I think that was really good for me to go through. You know, it's good to go through that type of adversity and have to work through it and stuff. But like you said, he mentioned me a couple years ago and stuff. I've been coming here for about almost 3 years, and every day you come to this gym, it's like you're going through that adversity, especially if he puts you in the cage. You know, you're going to have to work through something. So I was really prepared for that then, and then doing it live made me even more prepared. So I don't know, man. I don't think there's anything that can happen in there that I'm not going to be ready to keep going. You know, as long as I'm awake and I'm not knocked out, then I'm going to keep fighting, and that's it, you know.
Yeah, definitely. So your transition, so you go from Coach reading the article and Coach Safe talking to you, and then you come to Octagon. So you got David Jackson, you got a lot of legacy guys, David Jackson, Sean Spencer, you're training with Stephen Peterson, you're training with
Samson,
George, like Matt Hobart.
Clayton Mine.
So we could just go on and on. We could just talk about all these guys that have come through Legacy. Some of them are in the UFC. So your transition here, was it like a shock, or like when you had the fight or spar with some of these guys? How did it go?
It was tough, man. And like you said, I remember reading that article, you know, and I wasn't expecting my name to come up at all. I was just reading about the guys getting ready to fight for Legacy, you know, getting pumped up and stuff. And me and my girl were going to go to the show, and I saw he put my name in there, and I was stoked. I was like, oh, shit, you know, like, look, like he put me in there, you know, and I was real happy about that because, honestly, I'd been just getting my butt kicked, man. When I first came in here, I thought I was good, you know. I'd wrestled and had a couple amateur fights, but these guys were just on a whole new level, you know, and then the intensity and the pace and everything was just elevated. So I had to take some butt kickings, you know. I had to earn my stripes, but I like that, man. I've been doing that my whole life. When I first started wrestling in 3rd grade, man, I wasn't good. You know, and I didn't really get good until like middle school, high school. So it was good. You know, I had to earn my stripes for sure. It was tough. You know.
And then your last XKO fight, solid victory. You went in there. I think we talked a little bit about that. You felt that some people might think you're more of a wrestler and not so much of a banger. Which, if you're thinking that's going to happen, you need to come watch this fight. Because, you know, he likes to swing. You know, it's definitely going to be a good fight. So all of you out there, you're going to want to be in your seats when this fight comes about. So because it's going to be, like as we said, it's going to be the first one on the live AXS TV show.
And Elzar likes to swing too, so it's going to be good.
Yeah, definitely.
We're both going to go out there. But yeah, like you said, a lot of people first kind of say, no, it's just a wrestler, just going to try to take you down. But man, I feel like I'm a mixed martial artist, you know, and really like going back to childhood and stuff, you know, some of my family knows it's like my street fights and stuff. I wasn't wrestling in those. I was trying to knock people out. Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna try to come in and do Friday, man. I'm just gonna fight him everywhere, man. I'll fight him from the feet, I'll fight him from the cage, I'll fight him from the ground, wherever he wants to go, we'll fight, and that's it, you know. So
definitely. So you got a lot of good things happening. For all that, well, obviously, most of you don't know unless you have him on Facebook. He's going to be a dad. So this news just came out a couple of weeks ago. So leading up to the fight, that's obviously like, you know, positive motivation.
Right. I was a little worried about it at first. Not worried, but I was like, oh, you know, I'm gonna be cutting weight. You know, my girl's pregnant. You know, a pregnant lady, she's gonna want cravings all through the night and stuff. But honestly, man, I've been but I've been really impressed with her. You know, so it's like instead it's kind of like lit a fire in her, you know. Like now she's eating. We always try to follow a healthy diet, but now she's even stricter with her diet. And you know, we go work out at the gym, and I'm having to tell her to calm down. Like, hey, you're carrying my baby. You don't need to be going that hard, you know. Like, calm down a little bit. So she's been. It's just been really great, man. It's been an awesome experience. We're actually already halfway through, and I feel like we just found out the news yesterday. So, man, it's just been awesome, and it's been good motivation, you know. And it's really just like a stress relief. Now I go out there and I know no matter what, I got my girl, and I got my kid and my family and people who love me, so I got nothing to fear, man. Like, win, lose, or draw, like it's all gonna be good in the end. So I'm gonna just go out there, I'm gonna do my thing, and leave it up to God, you know.
So you're gonna be facing Eleazar Rodriguez. He's fought 2 of your Octagon MMA your sparring
Teammates,
mates.
yep.
He's like Eli Tamez and then George. George, if you're out there watching this, I did want to mess up your last name, so I said George. Pacquiao. There you go. That's for you. Solid guy, likes to bang. He's going to be there. Both the George and Eli were victorious. We watched. I think both of us watched the fight at XKO this last time. He came out victorious. What did you see in that fight of him? And what are you expecting?
I'm excited to fight him because he'll fight from everywhere. You know, he's a veteran. You know, he'll box, he'll wrestle, he'll do it all. So that's exciting for me because I'll get experience everywhere. I saw a couple things that I think I can definitely capitalize on, areas that I'm definitely better at. I won't say I'm here on TV. We'll just have to see Friday night.
Yeah,
but no, it's gonna be a good fight, man. He's a tough guy, and I actually talked to him after his last fight. You know, just came up, shook his hand. You know, good fight. Hope to see. You know, June 24th, we're gonna throw down and stuff. And he's a real polite guy and stuff. So it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be a real mixed martial arts fight. You know, we're gonna be doing everything, and I'm just excited. It's definitely the biggest fight today.
As a fan as well, I'm excited too. So, all Legacy fans, this Friday, he's going to be leading out against Eleazar Rodriguez. This is Miles Johns. You don't want to miss it. If you're not in your seat, you know, you could miss it if he comes out and does some work. So, definitely AXS TV, 9 o'clock. If you can't be at the Bomb Factory this Friday. So, everybody, Miles Johns, you're going to see a lot of him in the future.